Hello guys, welcome to the show. How are you guys doing? I hope everyone is fine. So there is this article that I found online that I would like to share with you guys. After watching this video or after hearing this article, please, I want you to leave your thoughts in the comment section below. Let us know what you think about this article. So let me read it out to you. So the headline reads, Cabinet backs experts owning land. This is from Thailand. There have been an ongoing debate whether foreigners should be allowed to own land in Thailand. You know, there is a rule in place presently that foreigners can only own condo or condominium. That is, it's like an apartment. They cannot own landed properties. So if a house is on a piece of land, they can somehow own the building, but they can never own the soil that the property is on. So this has been an ongoing debate in Thailand whether foreigners should be allowed to own land in Thailand. So as of recently, Cabinet has finally approved that foreigners can now own land in Thailand. But you know, like anything in Thailand, the devil is in the details. So let's dissect this whole article and see what it entails, or what do foreigners need to have, or if you qualify to own a land in Thailand. Let's go. So the article says, the Cabinet approved on Tuesday the Interior Ministry's proposal to allow foreigners to hold land ownership of up to 1 rai, roughly 0.16 hectares, for residential purposes. Though critics warn the move may trigger land speculation by foreign investors. According to the government spokesman, Anocha, the weekly cabinet meeting approved in principle a draft regulation of the Interior Ministry regarding land ownership by foreigners, allowing 4 groups of rich foreign nationals, wealthy global citizens, wealthy pensioners, people who want to work from Thailand, and highly skilled professionals or specialists to buy and own land for residencies. You see, right? Only from the first line you can see there's a catch. Remember, they didn't say everyone. They said rich people, okay, wealthy foreigners, specialists, okay, and highly skilled people. You can see, so they have already made it clear from the very beginning that this whole land thing is not for everyone, okay? So if you do not fall within this category of people, then just forget it. You still cannot buy it. Okay, so let's continue. The proposal marks a departure from long-standing laws limiting land and property purchases, except condominium, to Thais or people married to Thais. Unlike before, like I mentioned, foreigners could only acquire condominiums, something we call apartments, right? They could not buy landed properties. But from this new ruling, it looks like foreigners, I should not say foreigners, but wealthy foreigners, foreigners with so much money in the bank, high-skilled foreigners or specialists can now buy 1 rai of land, which is 0.16 hectares, and they can only use it for residential purposes only, nothing more, nothing less. So let's continue with the article. Over a period of 5 years, from now through 2026, the government hopes to attract more than 1 million wealthy expats to Thailand. So the reason why the government is doing this is to attract wealthy foreigners to the kingdom, right? So it's not for any one of you who is not quote unquote super rich. So anyway, let's continue. The government estimates the scheme will inject more than 1 trillion baht into the economy with an uptake of 800 billion baht in investment and 270 billion through revenue collection. So to the government of Thailand, this is all financial, okay? It's all business. It's not like we want you guys to come in to live. No, it's not like that. And there's one thing with the Thai authorities, they are very straightforward, okay? They don't sugarcoat anything, right? They just tell you the way it is, okay? So if you have plans to come to Thailand, just make sure that you fall within the 4 categories of people that have been mentioned. And you should also understand that this is just purely business for the Thai authorities, okay? They just want to attract wealthy foreigners into the kingdom. Not everybody, just wealthy foreigners. People with high skills, specialists, or wealthy pensioners. Okay, so if you do not fall among these categories of people, then I'm sorry. You have to look for another way. So, but let's continue. So, according to Mr. Anucha, the land slated for foreign ownership should be located in Bangkok, the Pattaya area, the municipalities of all provinces nationwide, and areas stipulated as residential zones according to the Town and Country Planning Act. Yeah, you can only acquire this property or this one right of land in areas that has been designated as residential zone. So you cannot just go to anywhere and decided to buy land, okay? So you must follow the town planning of the area that you want to buy the land. And the land must be marked as residential zone. Qualified foreign nationals must invest 40 million baht in Thai property, securities, or funds to participate in the scheme. They are required to invest in real estate or infrastructure funds, real estate investment trust, securities, or enterprises promoted by the Board of Investment. So you see, they want only people who can invest 40 million baht. So I think for you and I, that is a no-go area, because I don't believe you and I can have 40 million baht to invest. But let's continue. If participants withdraw their investment before the designated period, their land ownership rights must be revoked, he said. The proposed scheme becomes effective after publication in the Royal Gazette. Okay, when you invest this 40 million Thai baht, you cannot withdraw the money before the period of time. If you do that, your rights to own land in Thailand will be revoked. So that money that you've invested has to be there for a certain period of time that the government has said it has to be there. So you must take note of that if you have plans of buying properties in Thailand or landed properties in Thailand, I beg your pardon. The proposed scheme aligns with the government's economy and investment stimulus plans to attract wealthy foreigners and professionals to Thailand. This is expected to draw foreign investment and stimulate the economy, he said. So this is a move to stimulate the economy. You know, the COVID-19 has been very destructive to the Thai economy, and they believe that this scheme will help to stimulate the economy, will help to bring in foreign investment. So after this news broke out, there were a lot of speculations and there were a lot of people who were for and those who were against. Some people thought that it was a nice gesture, it was a good proposal to bring in foreign incomes, while some local Thais thought that it would be a problem for them, that the land is going to be so expensive that it will be difficult for them to buy. And they are worried that wealthy foreigners from all over the world will flock into Thailand and buy all the land. But if you ask me, I think people are overthinking the whole land issue, because I do believe that if someone has 40 million baht to invest, that person has a way to get landed properties in Thailand. You remember, it wasn't like foreigners couldn't buy land in Thailand. Rich people could always, even before this new law, could always acquire land in Thailand through their companies. For example, you come to Thailand, you create a company with a Thai partner, and that company can acquire landed properties. So if someone has access to 40 million Thai baht to invest, that person had always had a way to buy land in Thailand. And the second thing I want to make clear is people shouldn't get too worried about this, because I don't think that people will just come into Thailand and all of a sudden buy all the land. I don't think that is going to happen. When rules like this come out, people get too worried, people get too jumpy, and they started making assumptions about things that will happen, which I do think will never happen. So I have never thought of a scenario where all the lands in Thailand will be bought up by foreigners. That is never going to happen. Okay. And the people worrying about the land becoming too expensive for local Thais to buy, right? But I think in areas like Bangkok and Pattaya and Phuket, they are already expensive even before this new law. Not everyone can acquire properties in the center of Bangkok, let's say Asok or Shitlom. Not every Thai can acquire property in those areas. There are certain areas in Pattaya that not every Thai can buy a property there. Same goes to Phuket. So people should calm down, okay? Foreigners will not buy all the land. But there's one thing that there are foreigners who are living in Thailand, who have been living in Thailand for many years, who have also contributed in their own little way in building up the economic of Thailand. And I think those people should also be given some preferences on how they can acquire properties. There are many people who are teachers in Thailand. They educate the Thai children. So they also serve a purpose in Thailand. Those people who can never make such a huge amount of money should also be given a pathway of acquiring land in Thailand. So I hope that the Ministry of the Interior will come out with a kind of pathway for low income or low skill, if I may put it that way, foreigners to acquire landed properties in Thailand. But you guys out there, what do you think about this new development? Do you think that Thai people should be worried about foreigners buying all the land or not? Let us know in the comment section below. And do you have an example of a country whereby foreigners have come in and buy all the land to an extent that the locals can no longer afford land? Let us know in the comment section below, because like always, we love hearing what you think. One more thing, if you came across any story on Facebook, on YouTube, on Twitter, or on Instagram that you would like to share with the rest of the world, please send it to us through any of our social media platforms. You can find them on this channel description section. Kindly support the show with $1 or more through the crowdfunding website Patreon, or directly to us through our personal PayPal account. You have no idea how far your support and donations take us, and we shall be very, very grateful. Please like this video, share this video, comment, and also follow our Facebook page, and most importantly, subscribe to the channel. Thank you very much and see you in the next one. And cut.